Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Shuraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. So respected monks and the principal sir, and the teaching staff and the non-teaching staff, and my dear students, sir. Today is the happy occasion to talk and meditate on Swami Vivekananda. So before saying a few words of Swamiji's life or teachings, I would like to tell you a story. So listen carefully and tell me the answer what I'm going to ask. So a mendicant monk is going from place to place. He reached a place. By then it was so dark. He decided to stay in the chatra nearby village. So every villages, at the dead end of the village, there used to be some chatras, those who travel by on foot, they used to stay at night, and again they will continue their journey from the next day morning onwards. So this mendicant monk, anyway it was already dark, let me stay here. So he was staying there, and the villagers came to know that the mendicant monk has come. So this is our duty to serve. One lady went, and Swamiji was meditating, and then he kept all the fruits and everything. And Swamiji didn't even look at her. She felt bad. Swamiji would have opened his eyes and would have blessed me, but he didn't even so. So then, with a sad face, she returned. And after a few days, another mendicant monk visited that place, and he was staying in the same chakra. And this lady, because last time she did not get the blessings of the Swamiji, again she got the opportunity to serve. So she has carried all the prasadam and all, just right in front of the mendicant monk that was kept. And the Swamiji could open his eyes. She was so happy. And like this he blessed. But he didn't even talk a few words. But even then, she was not satisfied. The first monk didn't even open his eyes. Second monk at least could open his eyes and bless her. She was not at all happy. And again, after a few days, another mendicant monk came. And she got the opportunity to serve that monk. And she carried all the fruits and everything and sweets. Monk. And monk opened his eyes and inquired about, how are you? How are you, Amma? Nalla irukingla? Ninga sadhana nalla pandringla? Sadhana bhajan ella nalla pandringla? Abdi kettara. She was so happy. And when she returned her house, she heard a bad news saying that, his very own son was bitten by snake. And the moment when she got to know the news of biting the snake, then she started crying. This mendicant monk was in the chatram, and she was able to hear the crying sound of this lady. Immediately he rushed to that house and saw that when this lady was crying, looking at her own son. Then immediately the mendicant monk said to her, Ma, நீங்க கவலைப்பட தேவையில்லை, எனக்கு இந்த மாதிரி மெடிசின்ஸ் எல்லாம் பண்றது எனக்கு தெரியும். I know how to make such medicines. Immediately he could prepare some medicines and applied on that boy. And also not only applied, so it takes 2-3 days to come back. So I will stay here. You need not to worry about it. And she was so happy. And exactly 3 days he stayed, and that boy became all right. Now, out of the 3 monks, which mendicant monk do you like? Out of the 3 monks, that lady likes which monk? The first one, or the second one, or the third one? Obviously, you all like third one only. That third one is Swami Vivekananda. Why I am saying, he just, when he was in New York, so one of the occasions, he said to one of his disciples, I fell in love. Immediately that lady said, who is that blessed lady, Swamiji? Then immediately Swamiji said, I fell in love with the human beings. I fell in love with the human beings. Because not only taking care of or blessing or asking about a yoga kshema, and also, somebody is suffering,
then this monk is the first one to serve and go there. That is why the suffering of the human beings, he cannot bear. There are innumerable incidents when we look at the Swami Vivekananda's life. When he was traveling in the tram in Kolkata, Kolkata is a place you get all the transport facilities. Tram, AC, rickshaw pullers, everything is there. So one day he was traveling, many occasions we used to travel in the tram, and suppose some beggar asks some money, immediately whatever the money he has in his pocket, he would give away. And you walk back 6 kilometers, 5 kilometers to Vellumat on foot, because he cannot see the suffering of the human beings. Now, what we will learn from Swami Vivekananda, the suffering of the human beings not necessarily mean that, those are the great difficulties. As a youth, we are also facing some problems. There are different problems. A few years back, UNESCO says a report saying that, the adolescent age is subject to risks. Infatuation, lack of concentration, lack of confidence. Now, all these things saying, the positive side of the coin is, if they get to know some personalities, if they get to know some role models, their life altogether takes a beautiful U-turn. That is what the report says. The Swami Vivekananda definitely helps you to take a U-turn. That U-turn, you get. If you understand Swami Vivekananda, if you try to read Swami Vivekananda, because I am jealousy of you. I am saying, when we were studying, we used to see some reports about the Vivekananda College. I'm pretty well sure that, under the leadership of Dhyana Yogananda ji, again this college, will stand in top 10 colleges actually. When we were studying, we used to see the reports. I didn't get the opportunity to study in the Vivekananda College. So because now you are all studying here, the great legacy this college has led. The moment when Swamiji already mentioned that, in the moment when you think about Swami Vivekananda, then you should picturize all his life incidents, what are all the things happened in his life. Then that gives you some kind of energy. That gives you some kind of boost. That gives you some kind of encouragement. Otherwise, what happens, I'm student of Vivekananda College. Somebody asks you, what did you know about Swami Vivekananda? You should be in a position to say something about Swamiji. There are so many innumerable number of incidents which inspires us. Let's say I said one incident, he said, I have fallen in love with. Immediately what it is? I have fallen in love with the human beings. So then you will understand that Swamiji is loving me. In person, if at all I have to understand, Swamiji is also loving me. Swamiji is loving me. So if somebody is loving me means, what does it mean? It is not the reciprocating, I love you and you love me. Somebody is loving you means somebody is taking care of you. But taking care of you means what, Yes, I'll take care of you. நான் சொன்னது நீங்க செஞ்சு ஆகணும். கரெக்ட் தானே? அப்போதான் taking care of எப்படி நடக்கும்? I'll take care of you. Simply words will not do இல்லையா? அப்போ whatever he says, you just, if you follow and practice it, then you understand that actually taking care of will happen. In the same way also, Swamiji said, I have fallen in love with the human beings means Swamiji loves me. Swami Vivekananda loves me. There is a book called the Swami Vivekananda Friend of All. Swamiji loves me, Swami Vivekananda loves me means, loving, the reciprocate of loving comes, let me understand. Let me try to practice one sentence what he said. Then the taking care of thing, you feel it exactly, it is happening, he is taking care of me. Thousands of people, lakhs of people across the pan India, you will know that in how they are inspiring. A few incidents I will tell you. Let's say, if you are not able to, that is a universal problem, lacking concentration. If you are not able to concentrate, Then few incidents in Swami Vivekananda life, if you remember. Then Swami Vivekananda one day was sitting in the Belmont monastery and he was reading the Britannica encyclopedia. His disciple came, Sharathindra Chakravarti, and said, Swamiji, one cannot complete this Britannica encyclopedia in one's lifetime. Then Swamiji said, already I have completed 9 volumes. Then Sharath has got a doubt. How can you complete 9 volumes? If you have any doubt, you just ask. Immediately Sharath Chandra Chakravarti opened one volume, started asking the questions. Then Swamiji saying that in the very line, in the which page it is there, is just exactly verbatim. He was quoting from the page. Then immediately Sharath asked, what is the secret of your concentration? That is where it triggers us. The moment I also need the concentration, what Swamiji said. Since my childhood, I have directed my mind and the buddhi towards one direction, that made me to get the concentration. Since from my childhood, I have given only one direction to my mind and my intellect. Then you start working how to focus, how to give a direction. Then what is that? Then you have to fix the goal. If at all you have to give a direction, which direction I have to see. Then you will fix a goal. Then you start focusing on it. So that is where again you learn to develop that concentration. For everything Swamiji says, purity. Purity, purity, purity. How do you get the purity? The question comes. When I have a pure mind, I will get the concentration. How do you gain it? Swami Vivekananda said, purity comes, by practicing some kind of meditation. Not wailing away the energies in chatting this and that. So give a thought to it. Because I often ask when we address in this kind of gatherings, when 5 people sit together, what do you think? What do you discuss? If 5 people sit together, what do you think and what do you discuss? If something discussion takes place that elevates your mind, some discussion which takes place, that something, let us contemplate on Swami Vivekananda today in our college, something they are celebrating. What Swamiji contributed to the country? What is his contribution to the country? So how can I take the nation to a developed, of course already developed country? This kind of thoughts, when the 5 people sit together, this kind of discussions comes. Can I have a 1 patent right in my name? When this kind of discussions takes place, automatically what you are giving, the other thoughts which come and impress, which come and stands on your mind, that is what we call it impression. So the other impressions you are slowly you are reducing, and slowly you are trying to build up by, you are building up your life by stopping other impressions. So you slowly you are putting in new impressions. That impressions will act on you. Because already we have a bundle of samskaras in our mind. Though we wanted to study, the mind goes here and there. What is the reason? Swamiji said, since from his childhood, he only had one pointed, this thing from, he gave mind and buddhi to only one point direction. So if at all I have to give, let me start thinking about something new, something great, something useful for me and useful for the country at large. And slowly you just come out of it, and you just purify your mind. Just, okay, I have some time, morning and evening, let me meditate for some time. Swamiji used to meditate. He is known as a Dhyana Siddha. When he was a child, he used to meditate. Have you heard the story, right? When he was a child, he used to meditate. Even a cobra comes also, he did not see it. These stories are there in Swami Vivekananda life. And let me meditate for some time, morning and the evening. Whether I know it or not, let me imbibe that idea in my life. How? Because if you go to a temple, one small child also goes along with his parents. And the parents, if they do namaskaram, the child also does the namaskaram. In the same way, also we are child. We are also child. So, okay, Swamiji used to meditate. Whether I'll get that kind of concentration doesn't matter. I'll also sit for some time in the morning and evening. So that is how, you bring Swamiji Vivekananda into your life. Whether exactly we meditate or not, doesn't matter, because he is loving you, means, he is taking care of you. If you have that, he inspires me. He molds my life, Anna, not just by reading. Try to follow. Because enough of, everybody, one person says, enough of appreciation. Only application. Those who can apply Swami Vivekananda life, then they will be able to see the changes. It is not that something a monk sitting in Ramakrishna mission in addressing to the youth. It is not that. Everybody can experiment பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க experiment பண்ணி பார்த்தாதான் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். Then okay, when you want to apply your income certificate or this thing, then everywhere you are just carried away with some kind of bribe and all. Sometimes you feel it. What is this? People are selfish across the India. So nobody wants to serve, nobody wants to give, selfish. Then what Swami Vivekananda said, why these people are so selfish? Let me try to understand. And you get some incident from Swami Vivekananda life. One day he was playing, the post fell down and all the co-mates, batchmates or other friends, they ran away. Swamiji stood. That kind of incident is there. Then what Swami Vivekananda said about it? He says unselfishness is more paying. People doesn't have patience to practice it. It pays more for us. But we don't have patience to practice it. So then immediately what do you understand? Because he is loving me, so I need to develop some kind of patience. So when you develop the patience, that is what you understand. Unselfishness, more paying. People doesn't have patience to practice it. So why I am not having patience? So let me develop the patience. So like this, one by one, connect to Swami Vivekananda life and the corresponding teaching you try to find out through your Google and apply both the things, Swami Vivekananda life incident and the quotation that he gave. Apply both the things and try to bring it to your heart and you apply in your life. Anything. Because it's multifaceted personality. You need not to think, what Swamiji has done for science and technology. Yeah, he has done a lot. But to my life, to mold my life. So what are all the things necessary for me? Okay, I am not able to get the confidence. What kind of confidence Swamiji has? Try to read the incident in Swamiji's life. What Swami Vivekananda said about the confidence, you connect both of it and try to contemplate on it. Now how to practice it, bring it to your life. If you can do that, my dear young boys, definitely for next year, anyway we will celebrate next year also Swami Vivekananda Jayanthi. For next year, I am challenging you, some kind of change definitely we will get. You need not to read entire biography of Swami Vivekananda. Also, just, I am not able to get the concentration. What is the incident that we get about the concentration in Swami Vivekananda? Is there any incident in Swamiji's life about the concentration? Try to read that portion. What Swamiji has said about the concentration, try to connect both and to bring it to your heart and try to practice 2 months or not even 2 months, 42 days. Because the magic figure is they say 21 days only. Because nowadays I am not believing in the 21 days. You need to add another 21 days. 42 days. These 42 days sincerely you practice it, then you get it. That is what is life. That is what is life. Every day, you try to learn more and more things. You try to change your life pattern. Try to change your lifestyle. That is why they say, Dinacharya versus Jivanacharya. Make a pakka routine and your lifestyle changes. Include this also in your in the life itself. Okay, now exams are coming. I am not able to get the confidence. Then again take what it is. Some incident which tells about the confidence. Again bring what is the self-confidence Swamiji is talking about. What is Swamiji, anything he said about the confidence? Connect both the incidents and contemplate on it and bring it to your heart and practice 40 days. Again, you got one more quality called self-confidence. Already concentration you got it, now confidence. So then India, everybody talks about the patriotism. How can you develop love my country? What Swamiji has done for the country? Read some few incidents. Apply And Swamiji, what he has said, what he has said about the patriotism and the Desha Bhakti, both the things you connect, try to meditate. And you get plenty of ideas. Why Swami Vivekananda has gone to the Kanyakumari and what he has meditated. What is the subject that he has meditated? Then you understand, only thinking about the country. What way I can contribute to my country, the ideas comes. And slowly, the patriotism, third quality also. So within 166 days, you get 3 qualities. And think about it like this. And every 42 days, you are gaining a quality that makes you more strong and strong. So like this, if you can do, definitely the next year when we celebrate, proudly we can celebrate that in, yes, I am going to celebrate Swami Vivekananda's Jayanti. And that gives you energy. That gives you some kind of satisfaction. That gives you some kind of happiness. So with this, I pray to Swamiji that, you should give us such a strength so that next time when we celebrate, at least we will imbibe. Every 42 days, if we try to imbibe 1 quality, probably we could imbibe 6 qualities for next year to come. So I pray to Swamiji that it should give you such a strength to imbibe all the qualities so that we can celebrate Swamiji's Jayanti in much better way and much happy way. Thank you so much.